Comfortable stop for Willie Caballero, but yet again, Bodhisattva down the left, getting in. Jorginho, lovely ball, lovely first time effort from a real technician in Pedro, tough skill. His first touch, didn't deserve him that time, much better, really good into Mason Mount. Back to back, Schwei,
Really good, really, that's much better. It's so important that your striker, when that ball goes in, makes it stick or finds a teammate. To Mason Mount, and then the pair of them again just is to link up and gets his shot away, doesn't hit the target. Excellent play, and that's what your centre forward has got to do. It's a brilliant ball into Batshuayi.
Far to wait now. Saito is onside here. 3 in the box.
Corner, work their way through. With the new handball penalty VAR scenario next season. Be very careful with Moro Aspilicueta. We had it was a
And that can't be a good thing. Anyway, Shimoda at the corner, an outswinger. There's no man you're none in the world who can turn these in.
Look where he's heading that. He's heading that in front of the 6-yard box. Wow, this incredibly tight. It'd be a hell of a header to get that on target from there.
Olivia. Got it to Tanaka. Kennedy's got it back now, and Pedro taking over and going for goal.
Trouble there, I think that's for the cameras, that one, to be honest with you. That happened. There's the pressure from Mount, does enough. Oh, it's Jorginho actually that comes from deep. Not the worst effort in the world, goalkeeper. Well, we win the ball high up the pitch inside their final third. Mason Mount is the one that puts them under pressure to win it back.
Technically good enough off either peg, of course, Pedro. But his tally of
some assists.
No doubt about it. He was top in both counts. Mount, still sister himself. So
Connect either with it. He wants to zip this across the box. It doesn't quite. It just bounces in front. He wants to put a bit of pace on that.
Cesar, he wanted a near post runner, I think. Batshuayi didn't quite provide it, but the defender was past 12. Chelsea versus Tottenham. Let's get that going nice and early for the season, please. Keep the good feeling going about come into the game a little later. Just as late as that. And certainly ramp it up from Kovacic. Kennedy's to his left, Batshuayi to his right. The latter gets it. Chelsea's last Belgian standing is dispossessed.
Really good from Kovacic. That give us a bit of space in which we can operate in. It's a really good run. Batshuayi does pretty well there. In the end, he was just in run through the middle of the park, and we sucked him in. We spoke earlier about we.
Big switch finds Captain Aspie. He's done brilliantly to get it into Batshuayi, who turns it back. Chance for Mount. That's on target. Jessel got a good block.
And this is good hold-up play. Strong. Can he now find a teammate? He can't get his shot away. That's nice. I don't think Mount can do much more, in all honesty. He's hit the target. Kennedy there trying to do the little flip-flop. Didn't quite come off. But Aspie's done well, because it wasn't the greatest ball out to him. What ball that is.
Long rake up to find Alonso, and you can't do much better than a cross of that quality.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. You're looking for your striker to get... Yes!
Done up.
The Fred Perry look.
Pedro's cross is ahead of Taniguchi.
It's weaker right foot.
Wasn't able to have...
I think early on his touch wasn't quite right, so he was passing, but he's having more of an influence. He's quite ambitious.
He's coming more and more into the game.
I was just about to say that, Ben, actually. He took the words out of my mouth. He is starting to have a little bit more of an influence. And
Saito moves it on, and this is promising. 3v3. And Caballero makes his
save, but it's a little bit too easy, that was, from our point of view. But I think we were a little bit dishevelled there. The two centre-halves, they're all over the place. Well, certainly Zuma's come out into a space, and Caballero makes a pretty routine
save of the game so far in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, I think
times. bit stodgy at times and a pretty disciplined host. Half-time in Yokohama. It's a game that kind of needs a goal, and it hasn't got one yet.
Wins slightly forward. Welcome back at full time. They are back underway, so let's rejoin our commentary duo. Jason is alongside Ben.
Right then, let's see. On for Zuma. Kennedy, and that's just going to run too far.
I wonder whether Ross could have had a shot here, Ben. The way it sets up, sits nicely for him. He's walking onto it, plenty of a goal to aim at. He's opted for the
for Davide Zappacosta, who's also one. He had suspensions for Kale and Louise and so on and so forth. Now, no flag here on Mason Mount. Promising, just needed a bit more curl.
It's a great first touch, cuts inside, knows exactly what he's trying to do to bend it in towards that far post. Another day that hits the target. He's just on this left-hand side. It's great awareness from Ross. Plays it in. It's a nice ball. And he opens the goal up beautifully here. Mason. That's unlucky. Mount and Barkley have really struck up a relationship in the opening 3 minutes of this second half. It's 2 or 3 times they've found.
It's on the turn.
Bodies in the box here as well.
Enough space for a decent cross.
Just overhits it, hasn't he? Emerson has to challenge. They get a corner.
Mentioned the break. Just did the necessary.
Yeah, he has to challenge there, Emerson. They had bodies in the box. It wasn't the greatest ball in the world.
Leandro Damian. Not sure if Giroud's had a touch yet. It's actually been quite a sparky start to this half from Kawasaki frontale.
And to that, it's a really good ball in actually.
They have.
It's a good ball in, and that run from deep, Zappacosta goes with him, but he's in front of him. If that's on target, it's no way caveat.
Finds Leandro Damian in the middle, and he very nearly finds the net.
Giroud, that hits the target. He's just got a bit. He needs to try and glance that down, and he's just got quite a thick head.
Or September the 1st, as it sometimes is. Given away by Wakizaka, and then that's a deflection off the Barkley shot. The spin brings seniority and all that. And Barkley just taking up a position a little wider. Lovely pass, well-timed run. That's good football.
This time it's on his favourite left foot, and he's just poked it wide. It's a lovely run. It's a lovely ball. Brilliant pass actually. He's just trying to poke it.
The end of it.
But he's been excellent, Ross, since he's come off the bench, and Kennedy possession.
Worked out okay for Zappacosta. 3 or 4 up with him. Zappacosta goes for goal. It counts as a shot on game left for him to blow out some of the cobwebs. Would have been time for that many cobwebs. Drinkwater's got a piece of that. Caballero, that's a good claim.
Yeah, good decisive goalkeeper there. He sets a
cheap concession in possession from Mawatari. Oh, Ross Barkley, beautiful disguise on the pass for Kennedy, making that burst.
He stood up. I can see what Kennedy's doing there, but
it might have been quite a tight angle he'd been left with, even if he'd done a good touch, no? I mean, I'm with you.
I think he knocks his past him. The goalkeeper's perfectly positioned for him to knock it out.
Only David Luiz straight onto corner duty. As Taniguchi got his head on it, and we'll do it again. Seeing this. By the way, Emerson doesn't get a go very often, but I've seen him doing it at Cobham. It will be David Luiz. The ball does its job.
Shot into his eyes.
Giroud goes for the goal and found the target. Ross Barkley won't be allowed to guide him here.
It's a nice height for the goalkeeper. Should save that. Sees it over the wall. Plenty of height.
In the Premier League next term. Coach, what is quite a seriously tough start to the campaign. All in. Giroud's cross. It's a very calm defensive. Damian trying to roll Zappacosta, wants to get the shot away. Bakayoko big and strong and drawing the foul.
Done well there, Bakayoko.
Not cleared properly. Damian must score, does score.
But
just for the last 2 or 3 minutes, you felt it's been coming. He's had a couple of chances with that head. This one is buried, third time lucky.
Yeah, I think David will be disappointed in his role with this goal. Doesn't really do enough.
Two of them go for it, Jason. Here.
Yeah.
Him and Giroud.
Yeah, the pair will get mixed up, and in the end, no one clears it. I don't know whether David's about to leave it for.